Okay, this is video number 12 in the National 4 Numeracy preparation booklet, so you're more than halfway through this. What we're looking at now is, for want of a better way of describing, they're kind of filling up a bus questions. We're going to look at a scenario where we need to compare two different deals and try and find what's the cheapest option for a group. So the questions we're all going to look at follow around this. A bus company has two sizes of buses. So size A, or the big ones, holds 48 people and costs £210. Size B, or little buses, holds 25 people and cost £130. So if we were to look at a cost per person, size A, the big bus, is cheaper for every individual person. So if a group wants to pay the lowest total charge, they want to fit as many people onto big buses as they can, because that's cheaper per person. But they don't want to waste that. So what I mean is, if they had a small remainder of people, it might be cheaper for them to put them in a small bus rather than paying £210. They could pay £130 and mix and match the buses. So the question's asking how many buses of each size should they hire, and how much will that cost. Okay, so our first example is a school group that's got 100 pupils and their teachers included. So what you need to do is you need to work out what buses they're going to use, and then work out what that is going to cost. Okay, so like I said, we want to use big buses first of all. So we're going to use a size A bus, and in that bus we have 48 people. Okay, we're going to use another size A bus, and in that bus we have another 48 people. And you can use your calculator for this in the assessment, so don't worry about it. So 48 and 48 means we're up to 96 people. So what we now want to do is see how many more we need to get up to 100. So it would be a bit wasteful to get another 48 seat bus for 4 people. So we're going to use one of the little buses, which holds 25. And then, in order to get marks in an assessment like this, you just need to show that when I add those numbers up, I get 121 people. So I've got enough seats for 100 pupils and 100 teachers. What does that cost me? It's going to cost me 210 and 210 and 130. I'm going to add those up, and it's going to cost me £550 to cover my 121 people. That's all the work you need for that. Okay, so the next one, a choir that's got 150 people in it. So again, same kind of idea. I'm going to have a big A bus of 48 people. I'm going to have another big A bus of 48 people. I'm going to have one last big bus of 48 people. 3 48s, I could use my calculator to give me 144. So I'll need 6 more people. So I'm going to use a little bus. I'm going to use a little size B for 25. Okay. And if I add up those numbers, I've got 144, add 25 is going to give me 169 people. Okay, so I know I've got enough seats. What does that cost me? That cost me 210 and 210 and 210 and 130. Again, if I add those up, I get a 0 in this column a 6 and a 7. It's going to cost me £760. I did that by adding, but you could do 210 times 3 and then add on 130, whichever way works, as long as you're showing the working that gets you to it. Okay, let me look at one last question and then leave you be. This time I'm looking for 175 football supporters. So if I think back a wee minute, 3 A's and a B got me 169 people. So that's not going to be enough. Okay, so I might need to do a wee bit of trial and error here. Well, what about if I was to try an A for 48 and an A for 48? That's taken me up to 96. So let's try another A for 48 and another A for 48. I know this is going to work. And if I add all of them up, or if I use a calculator and do 48 times 4, I know that I'm going to get 192 people. Now that might not be the best way of doing it. We'll just look for a minute. So let's do 210 times 4 to find out what that's going to cost. That is going to cost me £840. Okay, we'll try something slightly different. So I'll use a different colour pen. What about if I try an A for 48 and an A for 48, and would 2 B's do the job? So B for 25 and 25. 48 and 48 is my 96, plus another 25, another 25, takes me up to 146. So that isn't going to work. I could keep on going, but I'm going to have to get lots of extra B's. So I know that my original option was the best one. Sometimes though you need to do a wee bit of trial and error like that just to get the right answer.